And we're live. Hey everybody, welcome to Freedom Homestead. I'm Tangie. Let's try that again. Hey everybody, welcome to Freedom Homestead. I'm Tangie.
Hi Tangie.
Teenagers, right? You gonna tell everybody your name?
I'm Emily.
It's me and Emily today. Jack is not here. He is at a Bible study and he took Parker this time. Last week he took Emily and this week he took Parker. So it is Emily and I today. So how's everybody doing? When you come in, let us know where you're watching from. And let's see, who else do we have here? Well, hey Diana, how are you? Hello, Simply Southern Roots, and Lisa, and Laura, and Everyday Life, and Perfectly Simple 17, and Cast Iron Mama, and Mandy, and the Girl in the Garden. Glad you're back. Hey, there's Bro Farms and Heaven's Essentials, Cini 902, Lisa, Fermented Homestead, Stringfield, hello. Hey, North Star. There's Bassett Farm, hello. Hello, Morgan and Gooseberry. We got Mississippi and Arizona and Indiana and Wisconsin and Kentucky and Pennsylvania and Australia, woo woo. South Carolina, New York, Missouri. Do you say Missouri or Missouri? I heard people say Missouri and it just sounds so weird. Let's see, we got Northwest Washington State. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Pennsylvania, awesome. So glad that you guys are here. Hey, Cecilia. So glad everybody is here. How's everybody's week going? Tonight is gonna be one of those nights where we don't really have anything scheduled to talk about. We're just gonna hang out with y'all and chit chat. So Canada, Arkansas, aw, look at us getting all close.
I'm just trying to be as tall as you.
Aw.
Stop.
So I'm 5'8".
I'm 5'4" and 3/4.
I don't know about the 3/4 part. But anyway, that's kind of a thing around here. It's Emily's the fun-sized one in our house. So I hope everybody is doing well and hope everybody had a good week. We've had a good one. Well, hey, Mary Elizabeth. And there's Jerome B. Farm and Homestead. Oh, Mandy said, I'm 5'5", just. Yeah, I was telling Emily several years ago, she was holding out hope that she would get taller. And I said, well, you might. But I've been this tall since I was 12. And I think at the time you were 13 when we had that discussion. And I was like, I'm pretty sure you're done. And then she'd stand up on her tiptoes. Jack looks different, right? Oh my goodness, my 13-year-old is 5'11". Morgan is 5'2", 5 foot if you hold your breath. Let's see, hubby is 6'2", and his buddy is 6'3". I'm forever looking up at people. Yeah, Emily's boyfriend is 6'3". Yeah, he's a tall fella. Let's see, oh, there is Jennifer at Serenity Homestead. I'm sorry, Farmstead. Yeah, very, very cool. Okay, so like I said, I don't really have anything scheduled to talk about. We thought we would hang out. So anything that you want to just throw out there and see what sticks? As far as like topics. All right, y'all want to talk about the coronavirus? This is something that I've seen a lot of people asking in some of the groups that I'm in, you know, like what are your opinions on the coronavirus and things like that. Oh, hey Mickey, you have a keto question? Ask away. I will do my very best to answer. I thought I was 6 foot tall and bulletproof, then I got older and realized I was 5'7". Yeah.
Yeah, Parker is pretty much the same height as me now. And he's predicted to be pretty tall.
Yeah, his pediatrician predicted him to be over 6 feet tall, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Hey, Hawkins
Which
Hills.
all the people on mom's side of the family is really tall. And my grandpa's really tall on dad's side. So
Yeah. Well, so a few of y'all have mentioned or have chimed in on the coronavirus. I have not. I have been so busy the last week that I have not explored it. I have not at all researched it. But this is the same thing that happened with Ebola. The way the media has absolutely blown it up. And I'm of the thought that they are trying to distract from other things.
political things.
That is my thought on it.
I like what he said about it.
Yeah. Luke M.I. Gardner did post something about it on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I would agree. Of course, that was on his private thing, so I don't know if we should read it, but
Well, I was just going to read this fact.
okay, read the fact.
It's
then.
80 people are dead and 4,000 cases are confirmed in a city with over 11 million people, but we're in a country with 331 million people and there's only 3 confirmed cases.
Right. Jennifer at Serenity Hill said coronavirus is not new. It's just mutated, just like the flu always does.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's sensationalized. It gets people scared. It gets, and it's like, okay, let's be honest. Let's be real. They're distracting us from something else going on. So, take your vitamins, get plenty of sleep, wash your hands, just like you do during the flu season. Just do your best. And I think Amy Fuel said something in our group because somebody had asked about it. And I totally agree. She just said, it's one of those things where people who are more susceptible to it having a devastating effect are the young, the elderly, and people who are chronically ill. So just take the same precautions and go about your life. It's all fine.
So, for everything this season, tips on growing your gray hair needs some motivation. I'm on 6 months on losing steam.
Oh, yeah. Just keep going.
Well, you can talk about blending it with the highlights.
The highlights, yeah. So I went cold turkey, right? I went all natural, but I will say that my gray hair blends well with my dark hair. So for me, I think the growing out process was not as awkward as it can be for other people. But instead of going cold turkey for some, maybe blending it with some low lights, just until you kind of get to a certain stage, and then you can let it go more. But one thing that I did do is I don't know if you have a Pinterest account, but I created a Pinterest account for myself, or a board on my Pinterest account. Yes, that's it. For myself, and pinned women's hair that motivated me. That was like, I don't know what mine's gonna look like, but I'm gonna keep going because I love this. And so that's something that helps. But yeah, if you're just going through an awkward stage where you have more virgin hair than you do processed hair, I think it would be totally acceptable to do some sort of blending or whatever, just until you get to a point where you feel like you can cut more of the processed ends off. And I think that would be okay, personally. Let's see, do you track your calories when you are on keto or just carbs? There are a lot of people that track calories. I tracked everything in the beginning. When I first started, I tracked all of my macros, and because even though you're counting your you're counting carbs, you can still overeat.
I forgot it was a touchscreen.
Yeah, it's a touchscreen. But now I am what you call lazy keto, which means I keep everything I eat keto, but I don't really count it. I just kind of keep in mind how many carbs I'm eating, if that makes sense. I hope that was helpful. Let's see, confirmed. Let's see, I've recently tried. Yeah.
Someone said something about, they had a canon question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right here.
Let's see. Sorry if this is a repeat, but my previous post disappeared. Canning question. I have 5 pounds of lima beans and red kidney beans. Do they can up as well as pinto beans and black beans? You know, I have never, whoa, what was the other one? Lima and what? Red beans. I'm guessing kidney beans. I have never canned lima beans, but I mean, kidney beans can up really well.
Yeah, red kidneys.
So yeah, they can up really well. I do believe though that kidney beans, since they are larger, someone else can correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like when I can them, you know, like for a pint you would do for a pint you do half a cup of beans. I think you would want to do less, like maybe, I don't know, let's see, have done 15 bean and it turned out well. Hawkins said large lima beans get really soft.
Her shirt says, nope, still not coloring.
Oh yeah, my friend Courtney made this shirt for me. So I was going through Instagram and I saw this woman that has gray hair wear this shirt, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to have that shirt. So I actually got 2 in this color. It says, nope, still not coloring my hair. I love this shirt. So yeah, I got 2. I got 1 in gray and then this one. I love it. Hey George, it's good to see you. Let's see. Yes, my friend Courtney made it and I tagged her in my post on Instagram. So if you're interested, just send her a message and she'll hook you up. She's awesome. Well, hey Stivers Homestead. Glad to see y'all here. And there's Considerate Joy, hello. So yeah, but yeah, hopefully that answered the bean question. So it finished 1 second after it started, 1 year after, had a small breakdown as the mom of an extra needs child who was inpatient at the hospital while I was oh, well that is not a good time to read that. No. But it, you know, it does make you think about other ways to prepare, right? Like that's, I mean, I think anybody that reads that book, your mind automatically goes to loved ones who have certain medical needs. And, you know, it's just like, okay, so I need to think about how can I prepare if something like that were to happen. What do I need to make sure that they will be okay? But yeah, it is. My friend Trish read it this week and she said it kept her up, and it's just, you know, it's hard to read. It's a hard read. It does. Yeah, they are good books. Yeah, and after she read the first one, she's like, I don't know if I can read the other 2. And I was like, you need to read the other 2. At least with the last one, you get closure. Like you just need to get through it so you can have that sense of, okay, it's you know, that's how it goes. But oops. Let's see, I stopped coloring my hair in November of 2016, so happy that I don't have to maintain color anymore. I know, to me, when I quit coloring my hair, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there have been times where I thought, you know, I'm just gonna color it again. Like I'm just, I know what it looks like gray now, but generally what happens when I feel that way, it's usually because I have not taken care of myself and I just feel gross. And so usually if I get my hair trimmed or all cut, and like put on some makeup or whatever, then I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I still love my gray hair.
Yeah, it was funny. We were in the car one time and she was like, should I just color it again? I was like, no. She was like, why? And I'm like, because if you do, you're going to hate yourself for it, because then you're going to have to start the process all over again.
Yeah.
Somebody asked you.
Yeah, and there was one time that I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna color it again. I'm just gonna do it. And then I was on my way to the store, and then I thought, but I don't want to color it. I don't know. It's such a weird thing how your brain can get there. Let's see. Are you planning on expanding your garden this year? Yes, we are going to add at least 3 more beds. That is the plan. One of the beds is going to be totally devoted to strawberries. And so yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And then of course we're also expanding our food production by getting chickens this year. Of course we've got to finish our coop, and then we will get our laying birds.
Me and Parker might be starting a little project too. There was one day Parker was talking to me. He was like, I need something to do. And I was like, yeah, you need something to do. And so I might be helping him start meat rabbits. I was like, okay, well, this is something you can do. You know, it's a smaller animal. It won't be as hard, and there's a lot of information. We have a lot of friends that, raise them. So, but he was like, I don't have any money. I was like, okay, here's the thing. I will help you financially if you let me help you.
Are you going to have him pay you back though?
No.
So you're just going to
I'll help him start it up. Mm-hmm. But he has to let me play with the bunnies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Any particular kind of strawberries, or do you have different kinds? I'm trying to remember. I have one Temptation strawberry plant out in the garden now, and I'm trying to remember. I can't remember off the top of my head the ones that I'm on the waiting list for off of the In My Gardener website. He is going to have some bare root strawberry plants come up, or that he's going to be selling. I do know that I do have 2 different kinds. I have a June bearing and I have an ever bearing variety, but now I can't remember off the top of my head which ones I am on the list for. But I did want an ever bearing and I did want a June bearing. So that's what I do know. But I'm so looking forward to it. I bought some strawberries at the store this week, and they're not that great, but they are from far away, and but I was really wanting some strawberries and they were on sale, so I got them. Let's see. We have a raised bed that has strawberries in half and asparagus in half. Ooh. I do have asparagus seeds. I could do that too. And I do love me some asparagus. Roasted.
Bacon
with
wrapped.
Bacon wrapped. That's good too. But I like mine steamed or roasted. I just love asparagus. It's so good. Gooseberry said, I cannot wait to watch your garden grow this year. I'll be growing in containers this year. Yeah, I'm really, I really want to produce more food this year. And I know last year I was planning on doing some container gardening, and I didn't really. But yeah, I'm like, nothing is going to be safe. Everything is going to have food growing out of it somewhere. And a lot of it is, Jack kind of had what's the word? Not really an epiphany, but he decided, and I never really want to throw him under the bus, but he likes having a lawn. He likes having a yard and maintaining it. But he actually read, and I think we shared it with y'all before, but he was actually reading the Bible, and I can't remember where in the scripture it says, but it's something like, I think it's in Proverbs, but it says something to the effect of, your basically your stalls are clean because you have no cattle in it. I think is kind of what the gist was.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, he realized we have a nice yard because it's not working for us. We're not growing any food. And he's like, I'm okay for not to have a manicured lawn if it means that we're able to grow food for our family. And I'm like, who are you, sir? This is just great. So I expect that we are going to have more food production, even if it's not just in the raised beds, but if it's in other places. I'm expecting that this year. Ooh, grilled with garlic. Now listen, y'all know how I get when we start talking about food. I get all kinds of excited because I love food. I love to cook and I love to eat. Let's see. We're gonna do meat chickens and then buying our beef and pork from 2 local organic farmers in Kentucky. Very cool. That is awesome. Yeah, that is another thing. Once we get our laying birds, our laying hens, and then kind of get settled in with them, that's the next thing Jack wants to do. Is he wants to get our get some meat birds going. Going to make a greenhouse, cover lids on my raised beds. Yes, I hope to. Excuse me. I hope to do that. Like at the end of 2020, I would really, really like to be able to grow kale and lettuce and spinach year round. So that would be awesome if we can do that. I'd rather tend the garden than mow the grass. Me too. Me too. But Jack does take a lot of, I don't want to say pride because that's a bad word at our house.
Don't say the P word.
I know, that's a bad word at our house. But it makes him feel accomplished to have a nice yard, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are like that. And I feel the same way about my house. You wouldn't know it by looking at it, but, I feel accomplished when my house is clean. Mm-hmm. And he feels the same way about the yard. But I think he's starting to look at the yard the same way I look at my pantry. Like, it takes up space, but it's beautiful, and it's comforting knowing that we can eat. And, all that good stuff. Let's see. Aw, thanks, Kathy. I have the best mods, y'all. And if you have not already checked out their channels, just go over there and swap howdies with them. They're just awesome. Let's see. Hey, Rhode Island. Oh, thank you, Christina. Grow food, not lawns. Yeah, that's how I feel about it too. Hoping to do quail. Oh wow, 50 quail. Oh my goodness.
I know somebody earlier asked what type of rabbit we were planning on.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know.
Don't know.
We don't know. I read a little bit about it this past summer because I got interested in it. But I don't know hardly anything about it. So that's going to be asking people and looking online and getting books.
Well, and we actually know somebody who's already said
who
that
offered to give us some rabbits.
Yeah, we have some friends. They actually gave us some rabbits that they had already butchered, and or I should say harvested for those that might be sensitive to the word butchered. Anyway, some rabbit that they had harvested. But anyway, and they said when you guys are ready, to start raising rabbits, we've got some to get you started. So, but I do not know what kind they are. They taste incredible. Yeah, they're very delicious.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, she does. Our son is a miniature version of his dad, and our daughter is my mini-me.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point where if, like, last week when I went to the Bible study with Dad, when I just walk by people, they think I'm Mom. And that started happening a lot, where they'll be like, oh, hey, it's Mr. and Mrs. Wheat. And be like, no, it's not.
Yeah, but thanks for making it weird. But yeah. But thank you, though. And we get that a lot. We're told that our voices sound the same, too.
Apparently have a different accent than you know.
Yeah. Well, she's got a weird... I don't know. I told her sometimes it sounds like your speech gets lazy because sometimes she's a lot more countryer than other times, and I'm like, it's like you're not even trying to talk. You're just like, I don't know,
I don't talk like that.
I don't talk like that. It's really, but even people she works with notices that. They're just like,
yeah, I get made fun of a lot at work. Well, the other day, my friend picked up a lid, and she said, what does this go to? And I said, it goes to those white buckets over there. And she goes, those white buckets over there. I was like, shut up.
Let's see. Chinchilla rabbits. Okay. Chinchilla rabbits are not the same as just a chinchilla, right? Because those are so cute, and they don't look like they would be much food at all. But they're very, very cute. Have you ever watched a chinchilla take a dust bath?
Yeah.
Those are fun.
There was a YouTuber that I used to watch who had 2 chinchillas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sunny said my accent comes out at
I've
different
noticed-
times.
I've noticed that I have a lot thicker of an accent whenever I yell. Like when I raise my voice
When do you ever do that?
at work.
And at home.
Well, yeah.
She has a little brother that annoys the snot out of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are so soft. See, our Boy Scout troop has a killer rabbit patrol. Whoa. But yeah, now I don't know if you guys remember or if you even seen it if y'all were around or saw it. If you even saw it. Oh, stop. But I actually did an accent tag a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and that was really fun to see how different people say different
Or
words.
slang.
Yeah.
I think one of the questions is like, what do you call it when the sun's shining and when it's raining?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's when some
Devil-
people call it when the devil's
devil
beating his wife. Yeah, I was like, I've never heard that. I mean, I've heard of it, but no. But what I really like is how British pronounce some words, like aluminum.
Aluminium.
Is it aluminium?
Aluminium.
I think that's how they say it. Anyway, I think I love hearing people pronounce words differently. Let's see, we have a road dwarf rabbits in our area. What? Someone let them loose years ago and they keep making babies. Oh my
That's
goodness.
so cool.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, not if they annoy you, I guess. but
Yeah.
still.
Serenity Hill is doing Angora rabbits for their fiber. That is awesome. Let's see, she has the same mannerisms as you also. Yep. And honey, when I get upset, my accent gets stronger. That's funny. I don't think my accent really does. My accent doesn't change.
There are some words that you say that are like, yeah, she's from Georgia. But other than that, not really.
I kind of get sassy when I'm. I'll just leave it at that. I'll just say I get sassy. Let's see, my Louisiana accent comes out when I get mad. Oh, me. Let's see, thank you, North Star. North Star is throwing up some awesome links. Sass. I mean, I do. I will get my head going.
And the mom finger.
And the
mama finger.
My mom's finger comes out of nowhere. I've told this so many times, but there was one time I was on a soapbox. I'm sure y'all can't imagine me on a soapbox, but I was on a soapbox. And I mean, I was going and I had my finger going and I looked down and and this is how I have my finger. I don't know if you can see it like this. And I went, and oh my gosh, that's my mom's finger. Like that. It was kind of funny, but that's awesome. I love my mama, so that's fine. Let's see. Someone she said loves Cecil's Cajun accent, but we don't hear it. Oh, that's funny. Sound like you're from North Carolina a little bit. Well, I mean, my grandfather's people are from the Scaly Mountain area of North Carolina, but they came down into Georgia back in the I don't know what year, but that's where I'm from originally. It's Northeast Georgia. That's where I was born and raised. Well, hey Susan, glad you're here. Better late than never. Let's see, my northern family says my southern comes out when I get serious or angry about stuff. My southern family says I sound like a total Yankee. Isn't that funny? Yeah, I think compared to other southern people, I don't have a thick accent. But people who aren't from the South they may say something about my accent, but I really don't have much of one.
Yeah, well, Dad, we talk in what we call Kentucky English. So, like, there's a lot of words that people from Kentucky say a little bit differently or just, like, have a slang for. And so whenever Dad is giving, like, a tour at the cave, we call it his ranger voice. because he has a totally different voice when he's talking. Because, I mean, he has to speak very clearly.
He enunciates
so everybody
better.
from, you know, wherever they're from can understand him better. And then, so, like, you know, just growing up, it's been really fun anytime we've gone on a tour that he's led. It's like, oh, he's got his ranger voice on.
Yeah.
Or if he's talking at church, I've noticed he does it too, where he enunciates a lot clearer. And then, but if he's just talking to us at home, he talks totally different.
Yeah, his whenever he's, you know, talking at work or at church, he enunciates stronger than he does if he's just having a normal conversation at home. So, like, instead of saying miles, like it's 5 miles to Dollar General,
Miles.
he'll say miles.
Yeah.
It's 5 miles. Yeah. Oh, so you're from Atlanta, Georgia area? I did not know that, Cliff. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm from originally the Northeast Georgia area, so we're about 75 miles northeast of Atlanta, where I grew up. Yep. Well, hey, Jamie. Good to have you with us today.
Oh, another thing too is buggy and shopping cart.
Oh, yeah. See, okay, so I grew up, and I still call it a buggy. When you go to the store to get your groceries, you put your food in a buggy. And my family are like, you got a horse and cart, and you get a horse pulling your buggy. And I'm like, cart is just too... I can't be bothered saying cart. It's just too much work. It's a buggy. You say grocery cart, buggy and food in a poke. See, that's what your family in Wisconsin calls it. What, a buggy or a cart? See, shopping cart on the West Coast, shopping carts. Hey, Pine Knot. See, cart is like a go-kart. Cart is too
Grocery
proper.
carriage.
Really? I have never heard
Never
that.
heard that.
Never. Let's see, we say buggy too, but
Well,
but you're in
Fresno's-
Kentucky,
yeah.
yeah. See, water fountain is a bubbler. Never heard that. Basket.
Yeah, I've heard it called a basket.
Let's see, buggy and fixin' to. Yeah, we say fixin' to.
I saw a funny thing the other day. It was like, it was you and all makes y'all.
Basket.
And
Going.
no, what was it?
It's and
Aren't going. Wait, I can't remember which.
it's you all. Oh, I can't remember.
And is it am not?
I
Is
don't
it
remember.
ain't or something? It was like y'all and then ain't and then it was
Yanked.
yank.
Yeah, I think my aunt posted that, and somebody said that's not real, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
it is.
you ain't
y'all-
cheat yet?
Yeah, Jeet.
Yeah,
Jeet.
You ain't eat
Jeet.
yet? Yeah.
It's way
Yuns,
easier
yeah.
to say than did you eat.
Yeah,
Jeet.
my family says yuns or yins. Depends on
Yeah.
the tense that you use it. All y'all's box boy or bag boy? Is that, you talking about the person that bags your groceries? Buggy here. See, Northeast Georgia, that's where I'm from, Kat. Yep.
Do we have
It's a buggy.
stores around here that have bag people?
Yanked. Yeah, we just don't shop at them because we shop at Aldi. Yep. Bag
Orta.
boy. Orta, yeah. You say bagger. Yeah, I don't really refer. I mean, I shop at Aldi most of the time, or Meijer, and I go through the
Dean
self
from Gilmore
checkout.
Girls was a bag boy
Yep,
at Dosey's Market.
yep. Bagger. Bubbler is a Wisconsin term for water fountain. It was a Kohler brand name. Kohler is in Wisconsin. We actually, okay, so something that I'm sure a lot of y'all know, that in the South, we tend to add an S at the end of
Everything. Everything unnecessary. One of my favorite videos is a guy, he's like talking about his day. He's like, yeah, so I went to the Walmarts.
yeah.
And his friend goes, the what? The Walmarts. The what? The Walmarts. And he like throws something at him and he like turns his computer around and he zooms in on the name. There's no S. And then it was Barnes and Nobles.
Uh-huh.
It's Barnes and Noble.
Yeah. The Kmarts, the Walmarts. Yeah.
Which I've always said the Walmart sounds like a disease you don't want to catch. Does
I
it
don't know
not?
about that. I don't know about that. Somebody asked me if I grew up calling the bag you carry a pocketbook or purse. It was the pocketbook.
The one I have trouble with, I don't care to. What does that mean? It means you don't care to.
Oh, I don't care to. Oh, yeah.
Like,
It's like,
I don't care to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
I'd rather not.
It's going to bother me if I do.
Yeah.
So why do it?
Yep. All y'alls. Yep. Let's see. Bagger and cart here in Philadelphia suburbs.
Going shopping is called trading?
Really? Huh. I've never heard that.
Just errands.
Let's see. Don't catch that or y'all end up on people at Walmart. Oh my goodness.
Do you say sink or zinc? My mom says zinc and drives me crazy.
Sink. Sink with an S.
You pronounce roof different.
I say roof.
No, you say roof.
I do not say roof.
Yes,
I have
we have gotten into
never.
so many
No.
arguments over that.
No. I do not say roof. I say roof. Sandpaper is
We
rough.
literally had a whole argument about, yes, roof or roof.
I don't say roof.
Well,
That
you
is
said-
it. I say roof. I've never, ever said rough. Never. I think that's more of a isn't that northwest, more like Idaho, that area? I know that they say rough.
Somebody said creek or crick.
A lot of people around here say crick,
Crick.
but I say creek. Let's see. If you don't pay your land taxes every year, the government will take your land. You don't own your land. Yes, we know that. You're preaching to the choir. Let's see. I say it like pillow. Are you talking about? Oh, you say pillow. Weird. Okay, pillow.
Pillow.
Some people.
I've grown, of course, like growing up at my grandma's house, helping her make the beds up. It's pillow.
Pillow. Mm-hmm. Some people around here don't say chimney. They say chimley.
Someone said, how do you pronounce apricot?
Apricot. Yeah, I don't say apricot. I've heard some people say apricot, but I don't say that.
Sweeper or vacuum?
Vacuum.
Vacuum. I've got a vacuum and a broom.
Let's see. My voice is why I didn't have a YouTube. Well, I like the way you talk. Let's see. Seriously, I bounce back and forth on so many of these.
Wash or wash?
Wash.
Okay.
Wash.
I don't pronounce it wash, but it's wash.
Where'd you get that from?
Grandma.
Didn't get it from me.
I said grandma.
Let's see.
Living room, TV room, or parlor? It's living room.
Living room. Yeah. Ornery or ornery? I say ornery. I say ornery.
Someone said pecan or pecan. It's pecan.
Pecan. Let's see. Going to the Piggly Wiggly.
To get it.
Then to the
Washcloths.
Walmarts to get some washcloths. Lou, you're funny.
My grandma says yellow when she answers the phone instead of hello.
Oh, that's funny. Let's see.
Oh, I saw such a funny video about that the other day. It said, it was like, when was the color yellow invented? And it showed the date, and it said dad's, and it was like the year before that year. He answered the phone, and he was like, he didn't say anything. It was like he was looking around because he didn't know what to say. It was so funny. How do you say caramel? Caramel.
Caramel. Caramel. Caramel. Caramel. I say caramel. Salted caramel. Yeah. Let's see. Wash from grandma. Yep. Let's see. Do Westerners have accents to you? It's not so much that they have accents. I think it's just some of the
slang's
words
different.
some of the words they say is different. What did I come into? Hillbilly slang. Yeah, we're talking about how people say things differently, based on where they're from. Let's see. The one that gets me is mash that button. You mash potatoes, not buttons. I've heard some people say smash the button. I think it's just a funner. It's a more fun. It is a great way to say ring the bell, click the button. Yeah. Caramel. Let's see. Do you say favorite or favorite? We say favorite. Yeah. I guess us Westerners have a sort of accent too, but I didn't think so. Yeah, it really stands out when you're talking to other people. Northern Prepstetter, North
Star Prepstetter.
North Star. I'm having a hard time. You do a little bit. You do. I did notice when we got to talk to you that but you also have a very pleasant voice, so I like listening to you talk.
Say egg.
Hey, J and C's.
Westerners say egg.
Egg. Yeah, we say egg.
Egg.
See, Scoby Kombucha question. Can you use stevia instead of sugar? No, you cannot. Because the bacteria eat the sugar and it doesn't work. And of course, this is based on what I've read. This is not my own experience, but they don't eat the stevia. They need the sugar. You can either use pure cane sugar or you can use beet sugar, but pure cane sugar is what's recommended from the purists. So
we tote things, not carry.
that's right. We
That's
do
true.
tote. Yep. Start the car or crank it.
Crank.
Yeah, usually it's crank or start. It just depends. Let's see. I was talking with a British man at the checkout counter the other day, and we were talking about how everyone has an accent. Yeah, let's see. They didn't believe they had accents. Everybody does.
What do y'all call a stretchy knit winter hat?
A beanie.
A beanie?
Progress or progress? We say progress. You have issues with sugar. Well, the thing with the kombucha though is that the bacteria eat the sugar, the good bacteria. That sounds really bad. Or the yeast eats the bacteria. No. See, I told you I'm having a hard time. The yeast eats the sugar. So the longer you let it ferment, the less sugar you will have in your kombucha. Let's see. Or toboggan. Yeah, that's another way, but we usually call it a beanie. Shut it off or cut it off? Shut it off.
Shut off.
Sock hat. I've heard of that too. Do you say yeller or yellow?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Which it's not yellow, it's yellow. Like, you know, it's kind of lazy on that last little syllable.
Yellow.
Yellow.
People ask me if I'm from the South. I only live in Texas for a summer after second grade. Crayon or crown?
Crayon.
It's crayon. But we know people that say crown
Yeah.
or crayon. Yeah.
Crayon.
Some people say them
of course,
there. I say them are.
My grandparents and dad too pronounces W, not W.
Mm-hmm.
It's W.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. So could I stay with half a cup of sugar? You could definitely experiment. Every recipe I've ever seen for your first, ferment has been 1 cup to a gallon. But I don't know why you couldn't do half a cup. It would definitely be worth experimenting with if you don't mind, trying it out. Just to see if you get the fizzy stuff. The carbonation. There we go. The bubbles.
Someone said, do you take someone to town or do you carry them to town?
Take someone to town.
Yeah.
Do you have any Southern belles in school? Well, she's homeschooled, so yes. Because that would be the two of us. We would be the Southern belles.
Do you say sit down or sit down? Sit down. It's one word.
Sit down. Sit down. Seddown.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're in trouble, then it's sit down.
Yeah. With a snap.
Yeah. Yep. What other food or flowers are you thinking about growing this year? So I did a live seed haul last week, and one of the flowers that I'm super excited to try to grow this year are the bells of Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
And they even just sound cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited to try to grow those.
Sounds like a song that I want to play when I dance.
I know, right?
Bells of Ireland.
And let's see, one of the new things I'm going to try to grow this year is fennel. I've never grown fennel before, so that is something that I'm going to try. I'm trying to think if there's anything else off the top of my head, but I can't think. Let's see, other languages say double V and not W. Really? That's interesting. Let's see, my little grandson has a dog named Sawyer.
Sayer at first.
Oh, yeah.
Sayer.
Let's see, I kept saying Sawyer, and he kept correcting me saying Sawler. Is that what she said? Sawyer.
Sawyer.
There in North Georgia. Oh, that's so cute.
Going back and editing my whole video, I said winter instead of winter.
Yeah.
Winter.
Winter. Yeah, it's winter time.
Yeah.
Okay. Sit down. Yep. What is my growing zone? We are in 6B. 6B.
Are you going to grow sunflowers again?
Yes. I was just thinking that sit down child versus sit down please. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up some of those after your... Oh, awesome.
I saw one the other day on TikTok. It was a slang that a lot of... I've never thought about this whenever you, like, if your kid's acting up, you say, quit being ugly.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, why are you telling your kid he's ugly? I'm not telling him he's ugly, but he's acting ugly.
Yeah, he's being ugly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say that too. And Cecilia, I know I have got to mail out those sunflower seeds, and I will. Just not yet. Let's see.
Saturday or Saturday?
I say Saturday.
Saturday.
I don't say Sunday or Monday. That actually is kind of a pet peeve. Sorry if some of y'all do that, but I'm like, it's Saturday, Sunday. But yeah. My kids grew up with me saying, don't be ugly. Yeah. See, when do you start seeds? What is your last frost date? Our last frost date is April 11th, I think. So I will be starting seeds very, very soon. I really should this week be starting some of my brassicas, but I don't have any soil right now. And I hope that I can get some by this weekend, but I don't know. My schedule is really, really crazy right now, so we'll have to wait and see.
Pet peeve when people say I seen. No, you didn't. You saw.
saw.
You didn't seen anything.
Yeah.
I seen it.
I synced it.
I seen it.
I saw a meme one time, but yes, I know exactly what you mean because I have friends that say that. I never correct them because I am not that person. But yeah, and in my head I'm like, you saw it. You didn't seen it, you saw it. But anyway,
I didn't see nothing. I seen it.
I synced it. Yeah, there's a meme, and it's what's his name from The Office?
Is it Kevin?
No.
Oh, I'm thinking of the why use a lot word when few word do trick.
No. No, but it was a meme about weight loss, and it says I'm counting the low number that I saw on whatever day, and it's because I synced it. I'm like, yes, exactly. Yeah, I am definitely not the grammar police. I mean, sometimes like I will be speaking, and then as the words are being regurgitated out of my mouth, I'm like, I know that this is so not grammatically correct, and somewhere my English teachers of the past are crying, saying, where did I go wrong?
Oh, the one that hurts my soul is I have an ideal. You mean idea?
Yeah.
I don't say it, but I want to, yeah.
No, it's not Dwight. I'll think of it in a second.
How do you-
Daryl. It's Daryl. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that scene.
Let's see. I seen it.
How do you say lawyer?
Lawyer.
Lawyer.
Some people say lawyer.
That sounds like liar.
It does. But yeah, I'm trying to think. There are some phrases that people say wrong, and again, in my head, I'm going, that's not how you say it. But I do not correct them because, again, I am not that person. But it's not, I'm trying to think of one. Intents and purposes. For all, how do they say it? For all intensive purposes? I can't remember how they say it wrong. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. That one, people say wrong a lot.
Yeah, my husband says be Pacific instead of specific. I said that last
Yeah,
night,
Pacific
and my
is
boyfriend
one.
called me out on it. He was like, I don't know how to be that. I was like, well,
How do you say theater?
theater.
Theater. Theater. Intensive purposes.
The theater.
Yes.
The theater.
Um,
What happened to the theater?
yeah, it's for all intents and purposes, but some people say intensive purposes, and I'm like, that's not how you say that. But I don't say it. I do not correct people.
My hubby says similar instead of similar.
Yeah.
Similar. I love White Christmas. Oh yeah, I'm glad someone got that reference.
Of what?
The theater.
Oh.
It's from White Christmas.
Okay. Yeah, Emily loves that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Theater. Oh, that's right. That's some people do say that
Theater.
too. Or library.
Library.
What?
Library.
Library.
Just stop. It's not the library.
It's not the library.
It's the library.
It's the library. Yeah, I'm trying to think. There's other ones. There's so many other ones that I'm just like, nope. But yeah, it's funny, and even among Southerners, people have different ways of saying things, and
Yeah.
it's really funny. I do not say taters, or nanners, or maters.
Potatoes. Tomatoes.
I do say with the at the end,
Yeah.
but I don't say ers.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Let's see. Thank you.
Don't touch my spaghetti.
Spaghetti. There is the Office musical coming to Lexington. What? Do you know about this?
No.
She is a huge Office fan. I mean, we all are, but some people a little more crazy than others. in
Down
this
yonder.
house.
Yeah. Down yonder is commonly used.
Yeah, I don't say it. But yeah. Let's see. Hang on.
My super smart, educated stepdad used to say hilarious.
Hilarious.
Hilarious. Yeah.
That's funny. Let's see. Growing lavender. Yes, I am growing lavender too. I am so excited. At least that's the plan. Ambulance or ambulance?
Ambulance.
Okay, diabetes or diabetes? Honey child. Yes, I say honey child. Yes.
Honey baby.
Actually, it's funny. The doctor that delivered both of my children, I've just learned recently passed away, which is very sad. She was an acquired taste. Not a lot of people liked her, but I loved her. I thought she was a wonderful doctor. And I remember one of my fond memories of her was when I was pregnant with Emily, my first baby, and I went in for my first Doppler to get to hear the heartbeat. And you know, she's rolling it around on my belly trying to find the heartbeat, and then she finds it, and I hear the shoo, 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 shoo. And then she goes, "Oh, there it is, sweet baby child." And I was like, "Oh, sweet baby child." I just love that. A scapegoat. Nope. Scapegoat. See, as a nurse, don't get me started on those. Diabetes or diabetes or the sugars is what my family calls it. Diabetes is what Jack's family calls it. I call it diabetes. SATs. Oh, wait a minute. Is it not stats? Because I've always heard it as stats. Is it not stats?
a frequent one is Italian instead of Italian.
Yeah.
It's Italian.
Diabetes. All right. Goodnight Rose's 100 sats for saturation. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, I've always heard stats too. But now that makes sense, especially I'm familiar with that after. I'm sure y'all have heard our long story about Jack being in the hospital when he almost died, and he had aspirated stomach fluid after being intubated from having his surgery. And yeah, oxygen saturation. I can't remember. They had him on almost 100% oxygen when he came out of that. And yeah, I remember they kept checking it to see if they could turn it down. Anyway, CPAC instead of CPAP. Yep, not that. Let's see. There are stats for statistics or status, but no O2. Gotcha. Yes, he did. Oh, me. But yeah. Isn't that funny that we have spent about an hour talking about how people talk? It's very interesting. But yeah. So what are y'all starting seeds yet? I know, like I said, I hope to do that. Well, the plan was to do it this week. I had it on my calendar to get it done this week. But like I said, it's been, I mean, it's all been good things. All good things, but it has been a very crazy week. We are starting to plan graduation. Because someone's a senior this year. And we're getting very close to graduation. And what's funny is we have never been to a homeschool graduation. And a lot of our friends who have graduated kids, they were in some sort of co-op. So their graduations usually involved a lot of other people. So ours is going to be different for sure. Let's see, if you're in the north, start your loofah seeds. Started peppers and celery last week, starting tomatoes this weekend, and bunching onions. Son graduates this year too, yay! Got trays today, exciting. Well, hello, Georgia. She just woke up from a nap. Let's see, haven't even looked at what I need to order. I live in Ohio, gotta get on it. She doesn't look excited. Emily is okay, here's what's funny about my kids. I mean, obviously you guys know. I'm a very animated person. When I get really excited about something, if I get very upset about something, my face tells everything on me. And like, I can't hide it because it just does things. If you give me something and I'm extremely appreciative of it, you are gonna know because I make a big deal about it. My children are not like this. And it drives my parents crazy. They're just like, did she like her gift? I couldn't tell. I'm like, no, she loves it. Really? Because I've really
learned to be very enthusiastic for some people because I don't want to hurt feelings. Like, even though I really do enjoy the gift, I'm just like, thanks.
So, but they're very much like their father in that way. Because he doesn't make a big deal about stuff either. He's just very, cool, thank you.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, that's it? That's all I'm getting. Like, even when I told him that I was pregnant, it was not at all,
Really? Are you sure?
Cool. Yeah. It was like, no, and that's what it was. Are you sure? Did you take a test?
Yeah, I knew it.
And then, yeah, and then that's it. Well, I knew you were. That was what I got. And so, but that's just, a personality thing. Let's see. Have you narrowed down the boyfriends, Emily?
Because there's just so many. No. I mean, yes, but there's not a huge.
There wasn't any to narrow down. No, she has a boyfriend that we love. We absolutely love him. He is a good I told her, I said, you better not mess this up because there are not any other ones like him out there. There's really not. I mean, he's the kind of guy that you think just doesn't exist anymore. He's a really, really great guy.
Yep.
Let's see. My face is an open book. Even when I try, people can see right through me. Me too. Me too. And it's funny because somebody that has known me for many, many years, she said, I can always tell when you don't agree with something that's being said. And I said, really, how? And she goes, because you get really quiet and you're not a quiet person. I'm like, what? Let's see. And somebody asked what you were planning on doing after graduation. I saw that, but I don't know where the question went.
Well, probably going home, putting on some sweatpants, watching them.
That's exactly what she said to me. I said, so what do you want? Because I'm like, okay, if we got to start looking at schools and figuring all that out if that's what we're doing. And I said, so what do you see yourself doing after graduation? And that's exactly what she said to me.
Going home, putting on
She
sweatpants,
said, well, I was thinking I'd probably
Netflix.
go home, put on some sweatpants, watch Netflix. I'm like, you know what I mean?
More seriously, I want
Thanks, Cliff.
a 2-year business degree is what I'm shooting for, because I don't want to be in school for what I want to do. For me, financially and just common sense, I feel like it would be a waste of time and money to go to a 4-year college, and I don't really have that much patience. I kind of just want to get started with life.
Okay.
And
Get down, Georgia. Get down. Get down.
she wants to be included.
She's acting out.
But yeah, so just Georgia.
She's fussing at us.
Yeah, she is. Just like a 2-year business degree is the goal. And what else happens with that? We'll see.
Yeah.
She smells bad.
Yeah. Let's see. The way you said it, I thought you were also in Texas. Oh. Amanda's clapping at that answer. Great plan. Really smart, Emily. Great that you know what you want and how to handle it. That will take you far. What traits do you see in your mom that you want to have in yourself? Oh my goodness. Oh no. He said, what do you want to see in yourself?
You're much more patient than I am. Because I'm a lot more like Dad in that way. So
I am patient.
I know if the Lord blesses me with children one day, I'm definitely going to need a more patient virtue.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm already so much like you.
This is true too. We're very much alike. And sometimes that's...
I don't know. We're so similar. Everything I think, like I'm.
So do you feel like you already have my best qualities?
Yeah,
Think so?
I guess so. I don't know.
Let's see. What are our favorite meals?
Carbs.
Aw.
Just give me a plate of carbs.
Melissa said, my 13-year-old daughter walked by the phone while I was watching this and said, ooh, she's pretty, talking about Emily. Let's see, our favorite meals.
Carbs.
Her favorite meals are carbs. My favorite meals
I do like
usually-
salads though. I like salads and I like fruit. Bell peppers are some of my favorite thing ever. Like I love bell peppers. Not cooked bell peppers. I think they taste bad. But just raw sliced bell peppers.
I like bacon and things wrapped in bacon or topped in bacon and cheese.
I love pomegranates.
Okay.
It's not a meal, but it's a food. I don't really know meals. Just
I just like food. I'm thinking like, oh, I love, and then I'm like, oh, but I like all food. I like all of them. Bacon for the win. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I see a lot of growing peppers in your future. Oh yeah.
Yep. I did order a lot of California Wonders.
I guess that's another trait.
You
is
got your
being
Southern Keto cookbook?
dedicated to. Okay, here's a good trait: being dedicated to serving your family.
Aw, thanks. An avocado. Thanks. That's so sweet. Thanks for saying that.
Someone said you look so thin.
Thanks. Yeah, I actually, okay, so I do weigh myself every day. I know people are going to hate, but that's okay. I do weigh myself every day. And I'm down another 1.5 pounds since Wednesday. But, I mean, that may change. I'll probably fluctuate again.
You just got hit me in the face.
I'm sorry. I only count what the scale says on Wednesdays, but I am down another 1.5 pounds since Wednesday. So, and I'm eating. I'm not starving myself. I eat till I'm satisfied, and it's just it's all this inflammation. What is it about pomegranates that people like? It's all seeds. You know,
Yeah, but they're so good.
I'm not really a fan. If you could just take the seeds out and give me the pulpy part, that'd be great.
It's so good.
I like the juice. I'll drink pomegranate juice because then all the hard work's done. And I'm not really like I like peel and eat shrimp. Jack refuses to eat it. He said if I'm gonna pay for it, it better already be peeled. He's like, I'm not
that hard.
I'm not paying money for it just to keep working at it.
Yeah. No, we were at a friend's house. The first time I'd ever had a pomegranate, we were at our friend's house. And he cut it open. He like put all the seeds in a bowl. And we were all sitting around his dining room table. And he put the bowl in the middle of the table. And we just ate pomegranate while we talked to each other. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good.
Who is this?
Justin Ferris?
Oh, I missed the first part. Sorry.
Yeah.
Lisa, I agree with Jack. I mean, yeah, you know, but and that's he's also the same way with crab legs.
Mm-hmm.
Like he loves crab legs, but he hates working for it. To me, it helps with portion control. Like if you have to sit there and break open all the crab legs, then you're probably not going to eat as much as you would if they were out of the shell. It's delicious. I just can't handle the crunch. Oh, talking about the pomegranates. Yeah. Let's see. I've been doing keto for almost a month, and I'm just staying the same. I think I have to cut calories down. That's possible, but everybody does different on keto. Keto is just I think a lot of it is because it is an anti-inflammatory diet. There is a lot of healing that takes place on the inside, and sometimes it just takes a little bit longer for some people. But you can also overeat too on keto. I mean, it's definitely not a free-for-all. You definitely have to keep, to keep yourself in check for sure. You might even just, are you recording what you eat? Because that really helps. And I don't mean excuse me, an app would be fine, but sometimes if you just write down what you eat and then you can actually, see what you're eating, sometimes that really helps too. With you on that one, always peel the shrimp. I have a gallon of whole, oh my goodness, prawns. I don't think I've ever had prawns, but it's basically large shrimp, right? Like, doesn't it taste the same? That shrimp is like one of my favorite things. I love shrimp. It's what? Wow, it really is. We are so over time. So I'm gonna get off here. I'm sorry to keep y'all past time. I was not keeping track. Let's see. Crawfish starting keto, totally committed on February 1st. Awesome. I did a few days, but don't have time. Yeah, I understand that too. But yeah, just keep playing with it. Give yourself grace and experiment and see what works for you. That's one of the things that I do. Like there are things that I know now that trigger me. So for example, Emily and her wonderful boyfriend Sunday night went and got donuts. Was it? Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah.
My favorite donuts from my favorite donut shop. They went and got a dozen of them. But
Yeah, because we were sitting on the couch and I was like, you know what I really want right now? He was like, what? And I was like, donuts. And he goes, yeah. And then I didn't say anything else about it for like 15 minutes. He goes, so were you just saying that earlier to make me want donuts, or do you really want donuts? Because I'll take you to go get donuts. We can go get donuts right now. I was like, okay, let me get shoes on. So yeah, they're the best donuts ever.
so anyway, I knew if I had a donut, I would be done for. Like, there's no way that I would stop at one. I do not have that kind of self-control. So I just didn't have any. And so it's those, it's things like that you learn about yourself. Like, oh, well, it would be healthy for me to be able to just have one, because then, you think you're in a good place mentally with food. And the truth is, a lot of us just have triggers, and we just have to say, you know what, you just have to stay away from that, because it's all over after that. So anyway, good night, y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with this kid and I. And it was a lot of fun, even though it was not really Homestead related or anything. But yeah, you guys are the best. And until next time, be vigilant.
I don't know your outro. I
Be
don't watch your
prayerful.
videos.
Get out of my way. Be prayerful and be prepared. Good night, y'all.